The glory of the Uldir Raider grants you the Bloodgorged Crawg Mount and is technically doable completely alone. However, before we get into it, I need to tell you that doing it as either a demon hunter or an evoker makes it much easier. Mainly because of the very first achievement, so let's get straight into it. For the achievement Elevator Music, you need to bring the boss Tarlock down to 35% to trigger his intermission phase. The elevator will then slowly descend and you can find 4 orbs floating in the air. Your task is to jump into all of them. This is technically doable with each class, since when touching them you get knocked back a bit, ensuring you get back onto the platform if done correctly, but it's much easier as an evoker or demon hunter, due to their ability to glide and stay airborne for longer than other classes. The orbs can spawn at 4 different locations. If you take a look at the minimap, you can see these 4 different triangles. This is basically where they can spawn. However, they always spawn differently, so you can't just map it out before and follow a certain route. You need to actively walk around the platform and open your eyes to spot them. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Wrong. The hitbox of these orbs is absolutely ridiculous, and if you fall down you reset the boss. Which should be no issue. However, the boss is pretty bugged and it would take about 10 minutes until you can try again, but if you do, the elevator simply doesn't move down anymore or does some other weird stuff. So instead, if you mess up, you need to get out of the raid, reset all instances and go back in. The downside of that is that you can only enter 10 instances per hour and will soon get locked out. Fantastic job, Blizzard. However, if you do it as a demon hunter or in my case an evoker, you can jump down, glide below the platform and collect all the orbs without big trouble. You only need to make sure that you don't get too far below the platform, otherwise you would reset the boss. If you can manage to collect all 4 orbs, you can simply kill the boss and get the achievement. Don't worry, everything after this will be much easier. The next achievement is called Parental Control. In the fight with Mother, you have 3 different rooms, and in each room you can find these buttons. They need to be pushed in a certain order, which changes every time you do the fight. However, doing it in the wrong order is no big deal. You can just go over it again. When you click a correct button, it will just turn black. If you click a wrong one, it will start flickering. Also, there are 2 buttons in each room, but they are connected, so it's really just 3 different ones you need to take care of. After turning all 3 buttons black, you can finish the boss and get the achievement. For the next achievement, What's in the Box, you need the toy Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron, or another player who has the toy. This item can be obtained with the archaeology profession and it's not that easy to get. So if you don't have it, it's easier to just find another player who does have it and do it together. Zegvos will spawn an image of Yogg-Saron after reaching 65% HP. When this projection appears, you want to use the puzzle box and wait for an emote to appear in the chat. After that, you can kill the boss. For the achievement Now We Got Bad Blood, you first want to clear the trash in the boss room of Vectis without pulling the boss. Outside of the room you can find War Mother Rakali. Take her to the boss fight and wait until Vectis gets underground or whatever, you know, like this. Then you want to kite War Mother Rakali into one of these big circles and get her hit by Vectis' ability. She should get a buff from that. After that, you can kill the War Mother and then the boss. Then we have the achievement Trash Mouth All Stars. This achievement is the easiest of them all. Every player needs to get hit by the ability Terrible Trash, so if you are alone, just get hit by the ability and then kill the boss. Prophet Zul has the achievement Edgelords. Another pretty simple one. Just make sure to not enter this platform in the middle. Just stay out of it. Kill the boss with ranged attacks and you got it. Since every class has some kind of range ability, it's definitely doable for everyone, but in case you don't have too many range abilities, you need to take out the ads as well. Especially when it's Mani Blood Hexers, since they summon these blood drops that heal the boss, which can get pretty annoying. Mithrax has the achievement Existential Crisis. For this one you just don't want to get hit by an existence fragment. But if you go there all alone, that's not even an option, because they mind control you, and if you are alone and mind controlled, you reset the boss. So just don't get hit by anything, nuke the boss and get your achievement. The final achievement has the name Double Dribble. This one would be nearly impossible to solo if you don't have good damage. Luckily, this content is from over 6 years ago and we deal a lot of damage in here. Over 6 years ago. I feel old. Just nuke the boss with everything you got and you get the achievement. Congratulations! I hope I could help you. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and perhaps you find this guide useful as well. I hope to see you next time. Until then, see ya!